I guess we kind of felt it between us that things weren't quite right.
When Rob left the band, I wasn't surprised. It had been coming for a little while. I was understandably quite devastated. Losing a good friend and a founding member was hard. At no point did I ever think that we were going to stop making music as Dead Letter Circus. Well, I think we're all far too driven and love music too much to ever want to stop doing this.
Personally, I found, I was pretty shattered, as Rob and I were the creators of a lot of the ideas. Like, we would bring the seeds of the songs and then we come and flesh it out with the other guys. And
sometimes it almost feels like there's so much pressure just to keep going that there's no choice but to keep going, and I think that can really, I think for me that kind of got us through. That's maybe the way I see it.
It was strange at first, but it didn't really change too much in the way that we do things. I think if anything, it made the process more brutal, a lot more brutal, a lot more honest. If anything, it opened doors and made for, once we all settled in, it was better, I think.
At that stage, when everything went down, a US tour was booked. It was 3 weeks away, sort of thing, and and everyone was even more hungry than ever to make music and get out there. So, we pushed on. It never even entered the minds of any of us that it was over.
The balance of things worked out that him actually deciding to leave forced myself and more so the other guys to actually become conceivers of ideas. And what we found over the course of 2012 till now is that because we wrote the bulk of this album in the last year, everyone suddenly became this creative force, and we became like this new team rather than it coming from a starting point of 2 people.
It's one of the things that I think the reason why the band is successful is because the guys in the band are all members of the band are the driving force in the band. So one member leaving, while it was sort of tragic and it was a shame that it happened, it still it didn't upset the band moving forward, I don't think, in the way that I viewed it.
It could have been quite interesting, but having said that, I thought there was always opportunity for the rest of the guys and Kim to step up to the next level and take a bit more ownership of the creative process and really take it to that next place.
I think Alone Awake for me was that first moment when I realised that this was going to be a quite a definite step in a new direction for the sound of Dead Letter Circus.
We actually realised what was going on, where Tom had brought a song in, Stuart brought a song in, and we were like, wow, this is kind of a dream scenario, because it's going to be a more diverse album for that reason.